Good evening, everyone, and welcome to EmoNews. This is a news package for the 15th of August, 2025. I am your presenter, Rick Francis. In tonight's headlines, Silver Lake and police unite in community spirit. Public Service Union accepts government package. Government signs new agreement with China. Peace Corps inducts 11 new volunteers. European Union sends wildfire help to Spain as death toll rises.
I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
And first up in local news, Silver Lake came alive on Wednesday, August 13, as the community policing unit brought more than patrols, they brought connection. Led by Acting Deputy Chief of Police Jeffrey James, Acting Superintendent Atonia Moses, Acting Assistant Superintendent Jenny Pierre, Substation Officer Relda Andre, and officers from the Roseau Police Station and Traffic Department. The day was filled with learning, laughter, and community spirit.
It is part of what we are doing here today is sort of the community and the police's meeting. We are reaching out. Today we are there at Silver Lake. We have the community policing coordinator with us, Sergeant Andrew. He has his team there. We have other people here from other section of the whole Roseau Police Station there. The ASP in charge of Roseau is there. The ACP in charge of Central is there. That's Antonia Moses. We have WPC Luis. We have a wide cross-section of the police force represented here, from the deputy to a constable. We have sergeant. We have two people from the general investigation. So it is a venture, an initiative where we're meeting the community, and today is Silver Lake. We are meeting and greeting them to show that the police is a friend, the police is not an enemy, and the community is not an enemy to the police. So we are operating in partnership for the betterment of the entire community, to make the place a safer place and to make Dominica a better place in total, in general.
From meaningful conversations to fun ring games with the children, the team worked to strengthen trust and understanding.
I am Substation Officer Relda Andre of the Fire Department, and I'm partnering with the police and helping the mentorship program, especially targeting the youth in communities to better able to guide them, to give them skills, to set training, to help them to continue to look at a positive aspect of life, to give them guidance and protection. And we want to ensure that the fire department, or the sectors of the public service and even the private sector can work alongside every and each child to make them a better person.
The residents welcomed the initiative, asking for more visits like this in the future.
Sergeant David Andrew, Community Policing Coordinator. And we must say that as any other community, we view Silver Lake as an important community. And if we are supposed to reduce crime and violence, we need to go to the two communities which are impacted very much so by those activities. And today we are at Silver Lake. We're going to interact with the children, we're going to interact with the parents, try to get their concerns and see how we can provide solutions to those issues which they have. One of the programs which we also want to start in Silver Lake is a youth mentorship program, which is aimed at children under the age of 16, in terms of assigning them with a mentor, which will give them some guidance, some upliftment, some empowerment, so that they are the future and that they only develop into the person that we want to see in society, and not get derailed by crime and violence, but be that positive individual in society that will have an impact in the community of Silver Lake.
In Silver Lake, bonds were built, proving that when police and community stand together, everyone feels safer. The Cultural Division officially launched the 2025 Miss Wet Pageant on Friday, August 15, 2025. at the Old Mill Cultural Center. The evening saw the grand presentation of this year's stunning contestants, setting the stage for a vibrant season of cultural pride and celebration. Here are some highlights. Look out for more highlights of the launch in our news feature on Monday. The National Cooperative Credit Union, NCCU, hosted its annual scholarship presentation ceremony on Wednesday, 13th August, granting scholarships to 17 deserving students. President of the board, Clement Masley, elaborated on the aims and goals of NCCU.
This scholarship program is just one of the ways that we invest in tomorrow's leaders. Each year, the NCCU provides meaningful financial support to children of our members who have completed the primary school and sat the grade 6 national assessment. This scholarship award to 5 years. It's not just for your first step, we're going all through that journey with you. So you can count yourself blessed and you can be assured that we will have your back in the time of need.
In addition, Chief Executive Officer Curve Charles called the event a proud, uplifting and inspiring occasion, honoring the students' dedication and perseverance. He had a few words of thoughts for the students.
To our scholarship recipients, I'll leave you with this thought. Education is a lifelong journey. Your parents will tell you it has just begun for you. The knowledge you gain and the experiences you embrace, that will shape your future in ways you cannot yet imagine. So seize every opportunity, challenge yourselves, and never stop learning. And as you begin this next chapter of your secondary school education, you have to push through boundaries and you have to understand what you can achieve going through your secondary school education. You need to explore new ideas. You need to learn from your mistakes because you will make mistakes. But most importantly, you learn from your mistakes and develop the skills and knowledge that will shape the rest of your life. Remember, the scholarship is not an end, but the scholarship is an exciting beginning. It is a stepping stone to greater accomplishments. You are our future leaders. You are our innovators, and you are our change makers. So you need to embrace this scholarship so that we can see what you become when you enter into secondary school. And at NCCU, we're excited to assist you on this journey.
Since its inception, the NCCU scholarship program has granted 222 awards, a testament to its unwavering dedication to Dominican students and the advancement of lifelong learning. Charles described the ceremony as a true reflection of the recipients' commitment and reaffirmed the NCCU's pride in helping to shape their educational success. The General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Letang, has confirmed that the union has accepted the latest government's package following a members' meeting on Tuesday, 12 August. Letang explained that negotiations have concluded and elaborated on the key components of the agreement.
We have sort of accepted the package. In accepting, though, we went on a few clarifications, but that itself did not has not prevented us from accepting and to bring negotiations to a conclusion. What we explained to the members was that while we were not very successful, or we were not successful in getting the level of increase that we anticipated, but in terms of long-term benefits to the members, I think that we were very successful.
Among the highlights, gratuity arrangements were clarified and several benefits were included, such as travel allowances, shoe allowances, and phased contributions to health insurance. These benefits are available to both public officers and police officers, alongside a 2% contribution via Aid Bank. Acting allowances were also addressed.
In terms of acting, where you have been acting and you were not appointed, but you are ready to retire from the service, the period that you act in, the salary that you were receiving during that acting period will be used to calculate your gratuity, and that is significant.
After a tough battle with the government over salaries, they reached an agreement that includes the following.
In terms of the salary, we were not able, as I said to you earlier on, we were not able to get government to move, but the salary remains, or the proposal for salary remains 3, 2, and 3. That is for 24-27. This is the position with salary negotiations. We are writing to the CPO, but we are seeking, as I said, some clarification on certain things, but that will not prevent us from signing and saying, well, we have agreed.
Looking ahead, he expressed optimism about the long-term impact, stating that overall, the proposals represent a positive step for union members. 11 Peace Corps trainees have officially been inducted as Peace Corps volunteers, committing to 2 years of service in primary schools across the Eastern Caribbean to support literacy development. Of the new volunteers, they will serve in Dominica as literacy resource volunteers, helping to strengthen literacy programs in local schools. The induction ceremony will feature a joint virtual segment with St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, followed by a local focus celebration welcoming the volunteers to Dominica. This special event marks a significant step in the volunteers' journey, highlighting their dedication to education and community service in the region. On the 7th of August 2025, H.E. Chu Maoming, the Chinese ambassador to Dominica, and the Honorable Cassani Laville, Dominica's Minister of Health, Wellness and Social Services, signed the protocol on dispatching China medical teams to work in Dominica 2025 to 2030 on behalf of their respective governments. Those in attendance at the signing ceremony included Dr. Laura Esprit, CMO at the Ministry of Health of Dominica, Sun Jingyu, Head of Economic and Commercial Affairs at the Embassy, and members of the China medical team. Chu Maoming highlighted that over the past 16 years, since the dispatch of the China medical team to work in Dominica, a total of 40 Chinese doctors have delivered high-quality medical services, earning widespread respect and appreciation from the local community. He affirmed China's commitment to deepening friendly cooperation with Dominica in healthcare and other fields, with the shared goal of promoting the Global Development Initiative and building a global community of health for all, benefiting both nations. Speaking on behalf of the government and people of Dominica, Laville expressed heartfelt gratitude to China for its long-standing support. He praised the China medical teams for their exceptional efforts in raising medical standards in Dominica and expressed his strong expectation for closer collaboration between the two countries in the future. The Commonwealth of Dominica and the People's Republic of China have entered a new phase of their Economic and Technical Cooperation Agreement, worth $37 million. The signing ceremony was held at the Chinese Embassy in Mont Daniel. Chinese Ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Chu Maoming, described the agreement as a reaffirmation of trust and strengthening of the long-standing partnership between the two nations. Dominica's Foreign Affairs Minister, Dr. Vince Henderson, expressed gratitude to Chinese President Xi Jinping for his leadership and support, noting that the agreement reflects over 2 decades of collaboration in areas such as infrastructure, education, agriculture, and healthcare. The signing also coincides with the 80th anniversary of the end of Japanese aggression against China, with Dr. Henderson referenced as a symbol of resilience and international solidarity. The Ministry of Agriculture's Plant Protection and Quarantine Unit is ramping up efforts to combat the giant African snail, an invasive pest threatening crops, gardens, and the environment. Teams have been engaging communities across Dominica with outreach and sensitization, teaching residents how to spot, report, and help control the pest. In Pebush, the community, in collaboration with the Plant Quarantine Unit, is taking action with a nocturnal cleanup. Residents will hunt snails through the night, ending with a massive bonfire.
Okay, good night to everyone. I want to encourage everybody to join us on the fight to eradicate the giant African snail. We're here in Teplat Pebush and it's just the beginning. We're not going to stop. We're going to continue, and I want to encourage all villagers and everybody on the northern region to join us in this nightly snail hunt so that we can get rid of the giant African snail.
Tonight we are in Pebush trying to make a difference in the impact the giant African snail is having here. We are conducting a nocturnal survey where we are collecting the snails, which will then be tabulated. We'll count them and then burn them, because we want to know just what the population is like. And from what we're seeing here tonight, it's high.
I am a resident of Teplat, where the giant African snail is in abundance. I want to compliment those persons who really saw it fit to come around and to try it in their little way to help to eradicate the giant African snail. But in my humble opinion, I think it is very late, because this thing is out of hand.
Officials say public involvement is key to protecting Dominica's agriculture and biodiversity. Astafans is backing local agriculture by sponsoring the newly registered Good Hope Farmers Cooperative Society Limited, supporting them with donations and by purchasing fresh produce for customers. The cooperative unites small-scale farmers from the Casabruce constituency, giving them a stronger voice and better access to resources. At the registration ceremony, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Senator Ostel Lockhart, encouraged members to embrace the benefits of collective action, including access to funding, grants, and markets. Lockhart also highlighted the importance of sustainable farming practices to meet market standards and improve production. He urged members to keep the cooperative active and accountable. The initiative is expected to boost farmers' incomes, strengthen the local agriculture sector, and support Dominica. The Ministry of National Security and Legal Affairs conducted a site visit on Friday, August 15, 2025, to review progress on 2 key projects in Grand Bay, the new fire station and the magistrate court. During the visit, the minister shared remarks on the importance of the developments, while the contractor provided updates on the construction timeline and progress.
This is the fire station building at Grand Bay, and what we have here is the engine room for the fire trucks. Next to it you have an office for an officer in charge. Next to it is the guard officer, or the guard room for controlling people in and out, etc. Next to it is the entrance, the main entrance. Next to all that is the recreation or living dining area for officers, laundry, TV, entertainment, table tennis, etc. From their barracks, on the sliding pool that will be installed in the center, and they will slide and they're right into the engine room.
Both projects aim to enhance public safety and judicial services in the community once completed. Dominica's music scene has a bold new addition with a launch of Nova Experience, a cultural and entertainment showcase where bouyon takes center stage alongside other genres in a celebration of rhythm and creativity. Formed by a collective of passionate music lovers and industry professionals, Nova Experience is driven by a singular mission to elevate bouyon, the island's high-energy, boundary-crossing sound, onto its rightful stage. The initiative is designed to amplify and support bouyon artists, offering them opportunities to shine both locally and internationally. Organizers believe bouyon deserves a broader platform, one that encourages creative intersections with other musical styles while capturing the hearts of audience worldwide. Let's hear from the organizers.
Nova Experience is Dominica's newest cultural and entertainment phenomenon, a genre-blending showcase where bouyon takes the center stage and other styles joining the celebration. Nova Experience comprises of a collection of passionate music lovers and industry professionals united by a singular mission to elevate bouyon, Dominica's high-energy, boundary-crossing music, onto its rightful stage. Nova Experience was founded to amplify and support bouyon artists. Nova Experience offers them opportunities to shine on stage, in the spotlight, and in the people's heart. We believe bouyon deserves a wider platform where it can intersect creatively with other genres. Our theme, where genre cross paths, bouyon leads the way, is not just a tagline, it is our philosophy. We are committed to showcasing bouyon's infectious beat, vibrant Creole storytelling, and cultural resonance, while inviting other musical styles to dance along. Nova Experience invites you to our first bouyon festival carded for Tuesday the 21st of October at the Newtown Savannah starting at 5 p.m.
Now moving on to regional news. The streets of St. George's were alive with the Jab Jab Parade, as revelers donned horned headpieces and covered themselves in oil, paint, and mud, bringing to life a tradition that honors Grenada's rich cultural heritage. Soca and calypso beats filled the air, with music from trucks and live bands fueling the celebrations. Locals and visitors alike joined in, moving together in rhythm and joy, keeping Grenada's vibrant culture alive with every step. The video showcases the heart of the festival with vivid costumes, energetic music, and the spirited vibe of the revelers in Grenada. Calls are growing for more investment in nurses as the Caribbean faces a critical shortage that is affecting healthcare across the region. At the 52nd Annual General Meeting of the Regional Nursing Body in Barbados, officials highlighted rising nurse shortages, high attrition rates, and migration to wealthier countries as key challenges. Barbados Health Minister Dr. Jerome Walcott urged the regional nursing body to lead the profession's transformation and address stress, burnout, and staffing gaps. CARICOM's Alison Drayton emphasized the need for greater investment in education, recruitment, and retention to strengthen health systems, while R&B Chair Nestor Edwards warned that failing to fill these gaps could hinder progress towards universal health coverage. The three-day meeting will focus on nurse migration, workforce planning, and building the next generation of nursing leaders. Barbados is set to host Carifesta 15, welcoming the region and the world under the theme Caribbean Roots, Global Excellence. For 10 days, the island will celebrate Caribbean culture with over 25 participating countries, including Ghana, Cuba, Brazil, Colombia, and representatives from the Caribbean diaspora. The festival's lineup includes 4 super concerts with regional and international stars, a film festival, daily fashion shows, a record-breaking grand market and trade hub, youth village programming, big conversation symposia on Caribbean identity and innovation, culinary showcases, and sustainability activations. Carifesta 15 promises 10 days of music, art, fashion, and creativity, a true showcase of Caribbean excellence. And on the international scene, the European Union has sent 2 firefighting planes to Spain to help battle raging wildfires, after the country activated the blocked disaster assistance mechanism for the first time. The assistance comes as the country recorded a 3rd wildfire-related death on Thursday morning. There are concerns the wildfires could continue to spread. Spain's state weather agency amid forecasts that a heat wave will continue until Monday, with temperatures of up to 44 Celsius in some areas, as well as moderate winds. Spain is the 5th European nation to request assistance with fighting wildfires. In Greece, 25,000 acres of land have burned since Tuesday. And that's all for international news. Stay tuned for the sports segment after this short message.
Let Instacash help you get the kids ready for school with the DNL Back to School Instacash promotion. For every Instacash ticket purchase, your ticket could say you've won cash, you've won groceries, or you've won school supplies instantly. One lucky customer will win $5,000. Promotion runs from August 8th to the 11th of September 2025. Instacash tickets are available from all lottery agents island-wide. It's fast, it's easy, and you win instantly.
Instacash, let me play.
And welcome to the sports segment. Australia's Glenn Maxwell is sharpening his skills for a new role ahead of the 2026 ICC Men's T20 World Cup. With the tournament set for India and Sri Lanka, Maxwell has been working on bowling with the new ball inside the power play, a tactic he believes will pay off on dry subcontinental pitches. Maxwell is no stranger to this role. He famously dismissed Rohit Sharma in the 2023 World Cup final, helping Australia secure their 6th title. In the current T20I series against South Africa, he's already taken 2 power play wickets. The all-rounder is also adopting to a floating batting position, moving between number 5 and number 7, and even opening in recent matches. Whether with bat or ball, Maxwell is ready to make his mark when the World Cup arrives next year. Also in cricket news, West Indies held a 2-day summit this week to tackle challenges facing the region's cricket team and chart a course for future success. CWI CEO Chris Deering emphasized that returning West Indies cricket to its former glory requires collective effort across the region. Discussions focus on player development, domestic competition, resources, coaching, and mental preparation for international play. Legend Sir Clive Lloyd and Brian Lara highlighted the need to modernize training, adopt technology, and address financial disparities in the game. Summit outcomes include plans for high-performance centers, improved facilities, and upgraded coaching systems to strengthen cricket from the grassroots up. Deering stressed that the revival of West Indies cricket depends on the region working together, with the board of directors set to review and implement recommendations in the coming months. A group of Jamaican athletes is heading to the NACAC Championships in Nassau, Bahamas this weekend, aiming to achieve the qualifying standards for the World Championships in Tokyo. The team of 42 athletes, accompanied by a 10-member delegation, departed Jamaica on Wednesday. The regional meet, taking place from August 15 to 17 in Freeport, Bahamas, offers competitors a chance to secure their spots on the Jamaican World Championship roster. Let's hear from the sports reporter, Daniel McLeod.
Expectations are high from the Jamaica contingent. However, the athlete will only qualify as area champions if there are no faster times based on world ranking from the same area in their event. Jordan Williams, who finished 4th in the women's 100 meter at the J3S National Championship, is looking to be crowned the area champion at Nakak.
That's the aim. I mean, anybody would love that. So all of us are going there with the hope of being a champion, and that's just the goal.
2024 400-meter hurdles national champion Malik James King says he will be using Nakak as preparation for the World Championships. King finished 3rd at this year's national championships, clocking 48.49 seconds.
I'm feeling good. The season was long, and it still is long, so the progress and everything is good.
And that's all for the sports segment. Stay tuned for the weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service.
Welcome to the weather broadcast for today, Friday, the 15th of August 2025. From our studios in Jamaica, I'm your presenter, Marshall Alexander. As we take a look at the 8 a.m. surface shot analysis here, we have Dominica in the green circle. We had Tropical Storm Erin just off to the east of the northern Leeward Islands, and we have 2 tropical waves out in the Atlantic, one in the central Atlantic and one in the far eastern Atlantic, moving westward, approaching the area which we are also monitoring at this time. Now, at 11 a.m., Tropical Storm Erin developed into the first hurricane of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. At 11 a.m., Hurricane Erin was located in the latitude 18.2 degrees north and 56.1 degrees west, and that is about 460 miles to the east of the northern Leeward Islands here, and it's moving west-northwest at about 18 miles per hour. At 2 p.m., we had an update at 2 p.m. At this time, Hurricane Erin was located in the latitude 18.6 degrees north and 56.8 degrees west, with maximum sustained winds remaining at 75 miles per hour and movement west-northwest near 17 miles per hour. And this is located about 415 miles to the east of the northern Leeward Islands here. Now let's take a look at some satellite imagery. There we can see the movement of now Hurricane Erin as it continues to move towards the area of the northern Leeward Islands, expected to pass to the north of the northern Leeward Islands. Again, we have some satellite imagery here showing some areas of lightning within that system, or thunderstorm activity within that system as it continues to move across towards the northern section of the northern Leeward Islands. Now the center of that system is expected to pass somewhere about 280 to 290 miles to the north of Dominica, and that is the center of that system. And I can tell you that hurricane force winds extend outwards up to 25 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outwards up to 115 miles from the center. So we can see that Dominica would be clear of any hurricane or tropical storm force winds. However, we are to be mindful of feeder bands or rain bands or spiral bands coming off of that system, bringing some showers and possible thunderstorm activity with gusty winds across the island. And also we have to look out for rough seas associated with that system as it moves across the northern section of the area, in particular when it comes across to the northwest of Dominica, with swells being pushed in this region here towards the western coast. Now let's take a look at the moisture associated with this feature. There we can see an area of increased moisture associated with Hurricane Erin in purple as it continues to move in a west-northwestward direction across towards the northern section of the northern Leeward Islands. And out here we can see some moisture associated with those 2 tropical waves which I spoke about earlier. Now let's take a look at the Saharan dust. Some siren dust is still interacting with that system here, as we still have some moderate levels of, or light to moderate levels of siren dust lingering across the area of Dominica, and also out in the Atlantic we have some siren dust as well. Now taking a look at some visible satellite imagery, here we can see the movement again of Hurricane Erin as it continues to move in a west-northwesterly direction, expected to pass well north of Dominica and posing no direct threat to Dominica. However, we are expecting some indirect activity, which is showers and thunderstorms, as well as rough seas are possible in the region of that tropical system, which is Hurricane Erin. Now, taking a closer look, we can see that the system did push some areas of cloudiness across Dominica earlier today, especially during the afternoon, and resulting in increasing cloudiness across Dominica and some of the other islands of the Lesser Antilles. Now, taking a look at the radar imagery, which represents rainfall, what it indicated, you can see some pockets of moderate to heavy showers here associated with a feeder band, which is being pushed by Hurricane Erin, and some pockets of light showers observed towards the east of Dominica, and some of which are dissipating as it approaches the area. However, we should look out for that. So therefore, we are advising people in areas prone to flooding, landslides, and falling rocks to be on alert and to exercise some caution. Now, tonight's weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy, with scattered showers and possible isolated thunderstorms due to the approach of Hurricane Erin. Temperatures are expected to be down to 25 degrees Celsius on the coast and 24 degrees Celsius in the interior. And tomorrow's weather, partly cloudy to cloudy, with scattered showers and possible isolated thunderstorms expected as well, with temperatures expected to be up to 42 degrees Celsius on the coast and 29 degrees Celsius in the interior. So again, people in areas prone to flooding, landslides, and falling rocks, be on alert and exercise caution during the coming days. Sea conditions expected to be moderate, with waves peaking up to 2.5 meters or up to 8 feet. As a result, a small craft advisory is in effect for above normal seas, so we're advising small craft operators and all sea users to be on alert and to exercise caution. High tide tomorrow will be at 10:55 a.m. and 10 p.m. and low tide will be at 4:40 a.m. and 3:15 p.m. for the next coming days. Saturday tomorrow, we expect to see an increase in wave heights picking up to 8 feet on Saturday and into Sunday as well. Again, a small craft advisory will be in effect, and as we move into Sunday, we expect to see an increased chance for showers and thunderstorm activity due to the approach of that system. And on Monday, expect to see partly cloudy to cloudy skies with scattered showers and a slight chance of isolated thunderstorms, and also a reduction in wave heights with waves peaking to 1.5 meters or 5 feet on Monday. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:50 a.m. and sunset will be at 6:28 p.m. Remember, stay informed, stay safe, scan our QR code here, follow us on our WhatsApp channel, also search Dominica Met to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and also visit www.weather.gov.dm for up-to-date weather information. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. Have a good weekend, stay safe, and continue to monitor.
And that's all for tonight's news segment. I'm Rick Francis. You're watching EmoNews, every moment online. Have a good weekend.